Welcome. This is Catherine, me, and Casey, my buddy. We have a podcast called Wits and Brains, and this is number 10. The 10 best podcasts you have ever listened to. Start from the beginning, subscribe, and listen to us. Today, we are talking about drop the mic. People use that expression all the time, but let's talk about it in business. How are you doing today, Casey? And what do you think about the mic?
I am doing fantastic, and I love mic drops.
Yes. It's instead of like hiding, let's drop the mic. Let's get out there and perform. Perform in business.
Yes.
And then drop the mic. All right. Have you ever had a time, Casey, where you have dropped the mic, where you have done something phenomenal in business? You've made money, you've whatever, helped a client, whatever. And maybe you have shared it. And then people have told you, you should not. You should be a lady.
Well, let's see, a time when I shared it. And okay. So yes, about a week ago. Actually, it was a week ago today. A week ago today.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we will help Casey after this performance today. Thank you.
I mean, we were just having the conversation that April and May are flying by. I don't even know what day it is anymore. But yes. So I had this prospect, and I was talking about it, and I mentioned to someone, hey, I have this, and I said, we're going to get their website, and I'm hoping that we can get more. So the person says, well, I wouldn't go ahead and talk about that because the contract's not signed. And I'm like, well, I'm getting the contract signed. And they're like, okay, but it's not signed. I'm like, okay, well, you can say don't talk about it, but I'm confident I'm getting it signed. Yeah. So fast forward, go to the meeting, sit down. I completely, I have a whole process that I go through, but something told me to just do this one a little differently. So I was meeting these people at their facility, and I sit down, we talk about what they're looking for on their website. I say, okay, this is what we're going to do. And then they were, talking about some other things, like they needed help with social and like emails, and they don't have a database that, they use for a CRM or anything. So I said, okay, well, you need X, Y, and Z. Literally walked out of there, both contracts signed, set up on auto pay, first payment made, deposit made on the website, got a 6-month contract and a website contract. And I did it. And I was like, mic drop, done.
Yes, right. Boom, in your face. She did it.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so as you were talking, I was listening, but I was also thinking about, oh my gosh, I've had more than I want to say of people that want to douse me, but I talk about money. I'm a business consultant, coach, scientist. I'm in business. Business is money. And I talk about it. And I pretty much assume that all of my clients want to make money. I had one person especially, but I've had a couple people say, I've never heard a woman talk like that.
Like,
in other words, I think I was supposed to, I don't know, cross my hands and sit silently. And not talk about something that maybe makes that person uncomfortable. So they did not want me to say that I made someone X amount of dollars. They wanted me to not drop the mic. They felt comfortable there. So this is the world we're in. There's a lot of people out there that want to douse you, but we are telling you, Wits and Brains are ordering you to drop the mic.
Yeah, that says so much about someone else when they're like, oh, don't talk about that, or don't talk like that, or Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, first of all, I'm an entrepreneur because I don't like people to tell me what to do. Even though like our clients, all of our clients end up being our boss, but at the end of the
Yeah.
day,
Yes.
we have that liberty. And so for me, I'm like, who are you to say that, for one? And what is it about yourself that you're projecting onto me? Because I'm not accepting it. Mic
Why?
drop.
Right. Right. Why are you so scared of my damn mic drop?
Yeah, that.
Maybe that's what it is. Why are they so scared of you? Why it's so someone asked me what makes a good coach like 100 years ago. And the first thing that popped into my head is you have to be a person that is excited over someone else's achievement.
Yes.
And they were like, I've never heard it like that. And I go, well, because my clients, or not all of my clients, but I have entrepreneurs with their own business. Say I make X amount, say they make ABC amount in this process. I have to be a person that's just as excited over them making ABC amount.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're not, I want them to drop the mic. Drop it 1,000 times. And as you're dropping it, please say, I worked with Catherine. Please say, Future Thing Consulting. Drop mics, throw mics across the room, whatever you have to do. But tell people what your business is doing right.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
important.
yes, and again, there's a line between like arrogance and like sharing. But yeah, celebrate the small things. If you had a $10,000 week and you've never had that before, celebrate it. If you had $1 million month, you've never had it, celebrate it. Like
Right.
if you got a client that you've been trying to get for 2 years, celebrate it. I am so big on celebrating the small wins
Yeah.
because it's just like working out. You don't go to the gym and work, like lift weights for 5 minutes and get the body of your dreams. You don't get the business of your dreams if you just do one thing. Like you have to celebrate and do the small things, in my
You
opinion.
do. It's kind of like when you are with a startup or a very beginning. Everybody's peachy and everything, and they get their first client. I mean, literally, I'm not a crier, but like that's like so emotional when they get their first client and they
Yeah.
come to you and they get to share it with you because you're on their team, but they will share it with other people. And sometimes that's when you flush out the idiots because the people who will say, oh, well, you need 10 more clients to make it. Wait a second. That person just got their first client. Let them celebrate it. Let them drop the mic. We're all going to work together and they'll get 100 more clients. So there you
Yeah,
go.
don't steal their joy.
Don't steal their joy. Don't steal their mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that annoys me so.
That's annoying as heck. So you've basically, picture it as you've performed, you've done something right, and now
Yeah.
you win, and now you are sharing with the world. It's okay. It's okay. And as a consultant, I want you to do it.
Yeah,
I want you to do it.
absolutely.
Say, like in marketing, what would you see as like the perfect mic drop? Like, what do people do right that, dang it, please tell people or share with people or whatever?
So, a few things come to mind. One, in our previous episode, we had talked about not being seen. And I celebrate with clients. Like I had this one client, I was trying to get them to do video for over a year. I was like, just literally do a quick little video on your phone, post it on Facebook. That's all you got to do. Took them over a year, finally did it. I celebrated that like they won $1 million because it was a big deal for them.
Yeah.
But then this same person just celebrated 20 years in business and they don't know it yet, but we're like taking cake there. We're taking flowers. We're
Right.
taking, balloons. Like we had a whole bunch of people sign a card. Like we're celebrating it because it's a big deal. And
Yeah.
I saw this client, I guess it was about 2 weeks ago, and she was speaking about what she was doing, and she made a comment, "It's not magic." And I was like, "Girl, it is magic. You flaunt what you do because it's amazing." Yes, and
Yeah.
let that mic drop.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I love celebrating other people. It just makes my day.
Yeah. And you know what that is? That's being an adult.
Yeah. Go
It's
figure.
being it's being a mature business owner,
Mhm.
because if you're smart, you want the other businesses to grow. We want
Absolutely.
a society of strong businesses. And
Yes.
so whether it's this small business or whether if it's this large business,
Mhm.
things need to be powerful, and we
Yes.
want to be a part of it. And
Yeah.
so Mike's dropping. Mike's dropping.
Yeah.
So have you ever had a time where you
Whenever you
wanted
chuckle, I get scared, by the way. It's like, "Hmm, what is she gonna say now?"
have you ever had a time where someone else dropped their mic and you've heard people talk negative about it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, a lot of times it comes for me, like, dropping the mic doesn't necessarily have to be a verbal thing. Like, we were
Yeah.
talking about having a big butt. Well, if let's say you literally have a big butt and you've been working your butt off, pun intended,
Yeah.
to get healthier. And it's not even about like, looking like a model or anything, but
Right.
looking and feeling good. Like, or I should say, feeling like you look good, you're comfortable in your own skin when someone has worked really hard on themselves and they walk in the room and they're doing the damn thing,
Yeah.
I hear so many women, "Oh, why is she wearing that? Oh, she's wearing heels. Oh, why is she in a suit?" Like, just all these negative things, and it's like, let the girl shine,
Yes.
compliment her heels. "Oh, hey, where'd you get those from? Those are beautiful," or whatever. Like,
Yes.
don't talk crap. Let
Yes.
one shine.
Yeah, I've had other consultants say, like, wow, thanks for supporting me on like LinkedIn or something,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, hey, what you're doing, that was really great. You did this, you did a talk, I heard you saved that client. That's amazing. And they're like, yeah, but like when you started like liking my stuff, I got really nervous because I thought, what's she doing? Why is this other consultant, liking my stuff? Well,
Aw.
what it really was support. And maybe that's what I'm talking about, because I have heard the people dog other people when they've dropped the mic, when they've sold the $1 million home, when they've had the biggest sales of the company or whatever. And then I'll hear that chatter. You know what? It's going to happen. And I hope you keep dropping that dang mic,
Yeah.
because you've got to push forward. You've got to keep going. And I swear it's sort of like a weeding out process,
Yeah.
because if you drop that mic and people are like being jerks about it, goodbye. Bloop, 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 bloop. Get out. Get out,
Yep.
because I'm going to
Bop
keep
him in the
dropping.
head with the mic.
Right. Let's get physical.
Oh god,
Okay. No. Okay.
taking
But
me back to the what is that, the '80s? I'm a music person, so, like, I relate everything to music.
but let's like not hate the people for doing well, and don't hate yourself for doing well.
Yeah. Own it.
Do it.
Own
Drop
it.
it. Drop it. Drop it on purpose right now, everyone listening. And feel free to email Casey or I and tell us something great that you are doing. And
Yes.
we will be supportive, because we are two women that like to watch other people, men and women, whoever, whatever, puppy dogs, whatever. If you're doing great, we're supporting it. We
Yes.
want this podcast to be filled with people that drop the mic.
Yes. Put it in
So
the YouTube comments. Matter of fact, if you share with us what you're doing good, we will share it out on our social channels so that you can see it.
love it. Love it. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be the Wits and Brains subscribers dropping the mic and we support them because we want your business to quadruple this year. That's what our businesses do.
Yep.
We make you money. Yes.
Yes,
So here
indeed.
we are. We're going to come to the end of this one. But next week, please listen to the next podcast. So this was number 10. So 10 great. 11 is going to be Kick 'em in the Brass. So thank you from Catherine and Casey. And drop us a note. Appreciate you. Bye.